Didn't hear what you said.
Okay, one time I went to the mall, right?
Yeah.
And at the mall, they have a Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A sells chicken, and you can get it on a hamburger in between two pieces of bread. So I walked up to the Chick-fil-A and I said, "Hey, I'd like to purchase a sandwich." And they said, "Okay." And then I purchased a sandwich and I waited. I waited for them to bring it out to me, right?
Yeah. You go.
After a while, it finally came out, and I said, "Hey, thanks." And they said, "No problem." Now, I took my food to the nearest table and sat down with it. Continued to take the food out of the bag that they gave me and put it on the tray, located right next to the table conveniently, for everyone's pleasure. Now, I set my food down on the tray and I began to eat it. I ate it and I ate it, and it tasted very nice. Then, after I was done eating my sandwich, I started eating my fries. My fries were delicious. And after a while, I ran out of fries. Then, after running out of my fries, I proceeded to drink my soda. Then, not completely finishing my soda, because I know I don't want it to run out before my day is over, I keep some. I walk over to the trash can, conveniently placed, close to where I was sitting, and I throw my trash away. I put the tray back on top of the trash can and walk away. And then, after
What's
I'm
the
done
what's
eating,
the point of the story?
what do you mean?
Dude, don't ruin it. You keep
Whatever, just
going.
keep going.
After I was done with that, I noticed my drink was a little bit empty, and I walked over to the Chick-fil-A and I said, "Hey, got any free refills?" And they said, "Yeah." So they took my drink and they said, "Oh, sorry, you're gonna need to take the cap off first." And I said, "Oh, okay." So they handed me my drink and I took the cap off and I gave them the drink again and they said, "Here you go," and filled it back up with soda. They gave me my drink back and I put the cap back on and I started drinking my drink again. Now, I walked away from the Chick-fil-A, thanking them, and I proceeded to walk over to the next store, which happened to be Hot Topic. Now, in Hot Topic, they sell many t-shirts of all variations, but it is a very unknown secret that if you purchase an Asking Alexandria t-shirt, you get unlimited refills for free. So, I walked up into the Hot Topic and I looked for the nearest Asking Alexandria t-shirt and picked it up. And I walked up to the counter and said, "Hey, can I buy this?" And they said, "Yeah." So I purchased the t-shirt and I took my shirt off right in there and I put that shirt back on. And I said, "Hey, does this shirt come with free refills?" As I noticed my drink was running a little low. And they said, "Yeah." So I gave them my drink and they said, "Oh, sorry, you're going to need to take the cap off first." And I said, "Oh, okay." So they handed me my drink and I took the cap off and I gave them the drink back and they filled it up with my favorite soda, which is Coca-Cola. And they gave me my drink back. I put the cap back on, and I started drinking my drink again. Now, I've done it on topic. So, I look, I look around at in the mall for more stores to adventure through. With my Asking Alexandria t-shirt now on, I can get free refills from any store. I walk up to TJ Maxx, and I look around, not really needing anything, but looking around anyways. I go upstairs, and they're selling beds up there. So I purchase a bed. I go to the front counter with the bed in my hand, and I say, "Hey, can I have this?" And they said, "Yeah." So I walked away with a bed for the rest of the day.
What's so funny about a bed?
I don't know. It's just a bed. I don't know. I'm having a laugh attack. So, with the bed on my back, I looked for the nearest directory, which shows you around the place. It has someone there working there, conveniently, to help you get around the mall. Now, the person that works at the directory is actually my friend Berto, and he's cool. And I said, "Hey, I got any free refills?" And he said, "Yeah." So I handed him my drink, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're going to need to take your cap off first." And I said, "Okay." So he handed me my drink. I took the cap off, and I gave it back to him. He filled it up with my favorite soda, which is Coca-Cola, and handed it back to me. I said, "Thank you," and walked away. I proceeded to drink my drink. As I was getting a call, I looked at my phone, and it was from my mom. She said, "It's time to come back home now." And I said, "Okay." So I walked over to the food counter, or the food court, where there's a nice exit conveniently placed for anyone who's willing or wanting to leave after having a nice meal. Before I left and walked out the door, I noticed my drink was a little low. So I walked back over to the nearest Chick-fil-A, and I said, "Hey, got any free refills?" And they said, "Yeah." So I gave him my drink, and they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're going to need to take your cap off first." So I said, "Okay," and they took the cap off. I gave it back to him. He filled it up with my favorite soda, which is Coca-Cola, and then they gave it back to me. I said, "Thank you," and I proceeded to drink my drink. And I walked outside, and my mom was waiting there for me. And I said, "Sweet." And I got in the seat, the front one, and I said, "That was a fun day at the mall." And I said, "Uh-oh," because I noticed my drink was running low already. And I said, "Hey, Mom, got any free refills?" And she said, "Yeah." So I gave her my drink, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're going to need to take your cap off first." So I got my drink, I took the cap off, and handed it back to her. And she filled it up with my favorite soda, which is Coca-Cola, and gave it back to me. And I put the cap back on and proceeded to drink. And then I got home. And then I went to bed. And that was my day at the mall.
Oh my god.
What's the point in that stupid story?